Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of the Mission Matters Money Podcast, your source for all things money. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres. Keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, missionmatters.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Chris Kline on the line, and he's COO and co-founder over at Bitcoin IRA. Chris, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me today, Adam. Pleasure to be here.
Oh, man, so excited to get into today's topic. So you just recently launched a new product, the SAVER IRA, so we're going to get into that. But before we do, tell us a little bit more about Bitcoin IRA, please.
Yeah, absolutely. We started our Bitcoin journey 4 years ago. Actually, about a couple days ago was our 4-year anniversary.
Wow, hold on. Congratulations. First of all, let's not go over that. That's a big deal. Congrats.
Yeah, especially as a startup in a cryptocurrency space. Most of us know the narrative of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency since 2016. You got to have some resilience in this space, and you got to be a really well-run business to survive some of the ebbs and flows, right?
Mm-hmm.
So over at Bitcoin IRA, what we created 4 years ago was the first ever opportunity for folks to use self-directed IRA accounts to invest in alternative assets that include Bitcoin, and then it grew from there to 9 other digital currencies. We recently added gold into the mix as well. And we really are your one-stop shop turnkey solution to create an account, fund an account, and trade that account. And we're the only ones that you can do it 24/7, 365. And with this asset class, you really have to have access to it. Most of us that watch it over the financial trends over time, you know, the market closes, we can look at some futures and those things. Bitcoin never shuts down. And so you need to have control and access to your retirement at all times. And that's really our claim to fame is first. And we're building greater innovations forward for our folks that look to, you know, build a little bit of a hedge inside of their portfolio, especially in times that we're seeing today.
Man, that's exciting. And I think that's a great transition. So let's just jump right in. So the SAVER IRA, tell us more about it.
Yeah, so the SAVER IRA is really a dream come true for me because as most anybody out there sees a product come to life, it's got a limitation to it. There's barriers to entry. Our barrier to entry was the minimum. How much did you have to invest? And so that put most folks in a position where they needed to roll over an old retirement plan, like a 401k or a 403b, or also transfer a existing retirement like an IRA or a Roth IRA. And when we first started back 4 years ago, our minimum was a $20,000 investment. And there was a lot of folks that couldn't meet that minimum, but our system wasn't tooled up and technology wasn't with us to be able to service the masses. And for these long 4 years, we've serviced, I think, just over 5,000 accounts. About $500 million has gone into the retirement program that we offer. And now we're opening up the floodgates to the masses. So folks can start with as little as $100 a month, build up their retirement, and have it turned directly into the cryptocurrencies of their choice. This is a great new program for a lot of folks that are either looking to start their retirement or wanting to build upon it in addition to other things they're up to.
Man, that is amazing. I love that, and I love that you decided to really kind of almost democratize the space, because in the past, if somebody didn't have access to it, it's kind of like what's happening in real estate. So some people are doing that. They're bringing more and more ability for other people to diversify their portfolios and allowing them, you know, the right to invest in other things and it not being just for the wealthy. And just for context for people that are listening, I mean, just to put it in this perspective, I mean, at one point, like the masses, even investing in individual stock wasn't available, and then it became mutual funds. And investing in individual and mutual funds was also not available. You had to be wealthy. You had to meet these high minimums, and in the case of stocks, the transaction costs were very high. You know, pre-70s or whatever. I might be off on a little bit there, but about the 70s, I think. So before that, it was too expensive for the everyday person to go out there and maybe buy individual stocks, or maybe they had to buy through maybe a drip plan or something like that, but you really didn't have access to quality investments. So what I see you doing here, Chris, is you're basically doing the same thing. You're democratizing the industry. You're bringing quality products now that the masses can even take advantage of.
At a time when there may be a great transfer of wealth, we're in uncertain times. This is a new world era for everyone, and what people are doing is trying to take more control of their future. And I think there's a door opening for the value of the dollar, which is the basement of all other assets out there. And folks they're looking for maybe a little hedge against printing trillions of dollars in a very short time period. Inevitably is going to hurt that fiat currency in time. And having something that would normally traditionally folks looked at gold for something like that. Bitcoin, while it's volatile, has been seen as somewhat of a store of value in times like this as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. And 100%. And the whole point is that you have choice. You have the choice to do it now. So what are the plans going forward? I mean, tell us more about the SAVER IRA and Bitcoin IRA and kind of what your plans and how you plan on rolling this out to the masses in the market, because this is exciting.
Yes. Yeah, and it's been exciting. We've been building it up for about a year because we've been out there meeting folks through our marketing and advertising, coming to us. And when you cast a net that's wide, you're going to get a lot of everything. You're going to get folks that are ready to move forward with a larger amount, folks that are getting educated, and folks that have the time and the interest and the passion for crypto but didn't have necessarily the means for it. And so what we've been doing is pre-signing folks up since early 2019. So almost about a year ago, we knew we were going to get this to market. So we started letting folks know it was coming, and we built a wait list. And that wait list got up to almost 3,000 or 4,000 folks by the time this year turned into 2020. And so that's the first group that's getting signed up. What we do is, again, a turnkey solution. We're gonna set up an IRA account for you. We're gonna set up a mechanization of an ACH on a monthly basis for the amount that you want. All that gets automated, so you don't have to worry about, I got to pay my retirement bill or whatever it is. It's just all automated for you. And then you pre-select, I want all Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin. We have about 9 different currencies you can learn about at our website, and you choose what you want it to be in. Now, the cool part about this is everybody's always afraid to jump in, right? We want to get our toe wet. If $5,000 is what you wanted to put into Bitcoin and that was the only $5,000 you had, it'd be a very difficult decision of when to get into the market. Well, with the dollar cost averaging that happens with SAVER, every month you're buying the same amount at a different price. And the unique thing to think about, if you would have started this, so say, Adam, you wanted to do $250 a month. If you would have done that for the last 5 years, you'd have $120,000 in value today. And you know that $250 a month times 5 years is not equal to $120,000. There's definitely a lot of growth that's happened for folks that have incrementally got themselves into Bitcoin. And we anticipate that as we increase the masses and the ability for them to get access to this in a very easy solution, people are going to start seeing Bitcoin as more than just that cryptocurrency that everybody's talking about, but understand the power of a decentralized currency and having control of your own personal bank.
Wow, that's amazing. So even allowing people to dollar cost average into it, I mean, the same way that people do into retirement plans at their work and everywhere else, so they get those same exact benefits of using a quality investment strategy. Man, that's amazing. So Chris, that being said, if somebody's listening to this and they want to learn more about Bitcoin IRA or the new product, I mean, what's the best way for them to follow up and to learn more?
Well, the fastest way, so 24/7, you can go onto our website, bitcoinira.com. There you can learn a whole bunch. There's an entire knowledge center, got details, a lot of great interviews and content from our team. And you can also sign up to get an investment guide and get access to what we call your online dashboard. It's completely free. In there, you're going to get videos, price charts, live pricing, and if you want to, the ability to start an account with a click of a mouse. What makes us really unique in the IRA, in the crypto space, is we're not just 100% online. We have a whole team of IRA specialists out in Sherman Oaks, California, that can take your phone call, and you can actually talk to somebody about crypto. And I think a lot of your listeners would love to hear that, because most places that are driven by digital currency don't have a customer service department. Try to find a phone number to call Coinbase. It just doesn't exist today. They're an online, strictly driven business, and what we think, especially with something as new and unique as Bitcoin, you need to have a conversation about where it comes from, what drives it, how has it been performing, how does it fit into retirement plans, what options folks have. And our team's there. They probably, now that most of them are remote, they work 7 days a week nowadays.
Man, that's awesome. Well, Chris, really appreciate you coming on the show today to share more about what you're doing over at Bitcoin IRA and really democratizing that whole Bitcoin space and allowing the masses to be able to invest. So thank you for that. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, and if you're watching this on our YouTube channel, Mission Matters Money, definitely give us a subscribe there, but also leave us some comments in the video. I'd love to know what kind of projects and things that you're working on. And Chris, thanks again for coming on the show.
Thanks again for having me, Adam. Look forward to hearing from you soon.